Hi, my name is Lupin, and I'm an undergraduate student in Principles of Ecology at Northern Michigan University's Department of Biology. For my research project this semester, I investigated variation in the relative abundance among domestic cats, fishers, and red foxes using a subset of Snapshot USA data so that I could learn more about how different wildlife species interact with one another across the United States. I selected these species for my project to show a comparison between invasive and native species, with domestic cats being an invasive mesopredator, while fishers and red foxes are native mesopredators. These three species share food sources such as scavenged carrion, small birds and mammals, and have similar hunting styles, so they would be competing with each other for resources out in the wild. I am interested in how Appalachia's changing landscape as a result of humans is influencing how species interact. To achieve my goal, I used a subset of Snapshot USA camera trap data, which allowed me to calculate relative abundance for my three species and examine the differences in relative abundance between different years among my target taxa. For data analysis, I calculated the number of detections per 100 trap nights for each of my species at Snapshot USA sites in the central and northern Appalachian Mountains that collected data for the Snapshot project. I then used the t-test to determine whether my target taxa experienced changes in relative abundance between years. I found that relative abundance of all three of my species did differ. Based on my results, my hypothesis that there would be a higher RAB for domestic cats in the higher modification category, but a lower IB for red foxes and fishers was not supported. My initial predictions for fishers and domestic cats were supported, but not for red foxes. I believe this is because my project did not control for other factors such as human population size and density that may come with many instances of higher modification. In many cases, red foxes are attracted to areas with more dense human populations for scavenging opportunities. To learn more about the ecology of my species, I think it would be beneficial to investigate whether areas with low human population density but high levels of modification would show similar results. In closing, I want to thank the Snapshot USA collaborative team for granting me access to this incredible data set, as well as my TA, Ren Rooney, for helping me bring my project to completion. Thank you.